What's going on, guys? Joshua Crisp. So I'm going to be talking about some recent algorithm updates that I've noticed that are affecting the way that products are ranked and products are definitely launched. This is going to be a huge factor moving into 2019 if you're a brand new seller or if you're looking to launch more products. Before we get started, I want to make sure right here that you're following me on Instagram. If you want to follow me day to day throughout the day, see what it's like to be a 7-figure seller and follow me on my journey to 8 figures, make sure you follow me over at Instagram. Also, if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button and click the notification bell next to it right here. That way you can be notified each and every time I launch a video and you can be first to market, first to dollar. So let's get into these algorithm updates. I've noticed this recently that Amazon's algorithm has changed, right? And one of the main things is discounted, when you're launching products, discounted prices or deeply discounted products have not been getting the same momentum in spiking the algorithm as it used to. Definitely not in 2017 and early 2018. What I mean by this is typically when you launch a product, you want to discount it heavily for one of two reasons. Whether you're running giveaways or promotions, or you just started your PPC and you want your ACOS or your CTR. Your ACOS is your average cost of sale and your CTR is your click-through rate to be optimal, right? Meaning if your price is very aggressive, right? If your price is very aggressive, you're going to get more click-through rates. So this is something that's definitely been changing because I've not been seeing the amount of momentum as previous. So when you're getting ready to launch in 2019, you're not going to be able to get the same momentum by having your product deeply discounted, right? So, and there's a couple different reasons why I feel that Amazon is doing this, which we'll get into that. The next thing is I've seen this with a numerous amount of my students as well as my own products, that Amazon is starting to block and not verify reviews within the same zip code or within the same state, right? Which usually if it was a different last name, different IP address, etc., some of them would stick as a verified review. But in some instances, I've seen where they're not sticking if it's the same zip code or the same state. So Amazon's algorithm is constantly learning and constantly changing. That way they can make it the most best buyer experience available. And what they want is they do not want incentivized reviews. And they understand that sellers are out here talking to their friends and their family and using launch services. Amazon definitely knows, and they understand that reviews are an important factor of launching a product, right? Because no one wants to be first. When you launch a product and it has 0 reviews, it's going to take a while for that product to gain momentum because no one wants to be the first to try it. No one wants to be the first to buy it. Right? So Amazon is starting to ding those reviews from the same state, same zip code. So if you're utilizing the friends and family technique with the launch, reach out to friends and family that are out of the state. Make sure they have a different last name, definitely a different IP address. They've never signed on to your IP address. You've never sent product to their location, different telephone number, all that stuff. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. And I think one of the main reasons why Amazon is doing this is because middle of 2018, they just launched something called the Amazon Early Review Program, right? So the Amazon Early Reviewer Program is something, if you're a part of the brand registry, now you're going to start to see where I'm going with this. If you're a part of the brand registry, which means that you're an Amazon seller, you have a trademark, right? You have a real legitimate business, your company is trademarked, and you filed with the Amazon brand registry and you got accepted, now you can gain access to something that's called the Amazon Early Reviewer Program. So what this is basically for $60, right? So $60 per SKU, per FN SKU, you can go ahead and get 5 reviews. Now, there's a couple things that you need in order to take place and join the Amazon Early Review Program. Number one, you have to be a part of the brand registry, which means you have to, number one, have a trademark, number two, be accepted, right? Number two, this product has to be a brand new product with under 10 reviews, right? Number three, this product has to be priced at over $14.99, so 15 and above. Right? And number four, this is only in the US marketplace as of right now. This may update in the future, and if it does, I will let you guys know. So that's a couple things that you need to do in order to take place and utilize that early review program. Now, the good thing about that is you're able to get verified reviews through Amazon, right? So these are people that have purchased your products in the past, or people that have used this network, that Amazon will reach out and they'll give them a small incentive, maybe $1, a $3, or $5 gift card, or something to incentivize them to leave an honest review, right? Which is kind of crazy because Amazon said that in the terms of service, they don't want you incentivizing reviews, but it's cool that Amazon charges us $60 and then they incentivize their users for a review. And the reason why they're doing this is because they're seeing so many sellers are focusing on paying for reviews and incentivizing for reviews because you just can't gain momentum without them. So, and the reason why they're doing away with that and they're starting to really crack down on this is because they really want Amazon sellers to build brands. They really want real businesses, not just flippers or not just hustlers utilizing their program and their platform like eBay. They really want real legitimate business on here building brands because they know they're going to be around for the long term. And that's kind of advantageous for both parties, right? So that's just another benefit as to why you really want to build a brand. And it's going versus, there's two different types of sellers on Amazon. There's the ones that are selling generic white labeled products and they just have a bunch of different random SKUs that they're pushing. And that's the white label generic method. And then there's people that are building brands. They're utilizing Amazon's infrastructure, their logistics, their fulfillment to really start, grow, and build a brand. And that's what I've been talking about here on this channel. That's what I personally do. And that's what I recommend moving forward. Because if you're building a brand, right, you're starting to build brand notoriety, you have a trademark, and you're starting to utilize these different tools that Amazon's going to put out there for brand registered companies, it's really going to help you out in the long term because it's just proven that Amazon's starting to give us a bunch of resources for us that are involved with the brand registry and that have real brands throughout Amazon. So I personally, my prediction is that they're going to continue to launch more and more tools that's going to help us grow and build our business, right? So that's a couple of things that's really going to affect the way you launch or grow your business moving forward in 2019. And those are huge. So starting out, you want to make sure that you are set up, whether you're selling generic products, if you're going to continue selling generic products, white label products, or you're going to take the route to go with branded products and build a brand, you want to get a trademark regardless. There's no rhyme or reason, no right or wrong way to sell on Amazon. But it looks like the algorithm is starting to change as to where they want everything to be branded and they want you to have a legitimate business, which is what I personally recommend. Create a real business, get a real business name, a real business entity, trademark that name, and get that started. That way you can unlock all the potential that Amazon has. And I'll leave you with this final tip. If you don't have a trademarked name, if you don't have an entity and you're selling on Amazon or you want to start on Amazon, do a trademark search. This will save you a lot of time, a lot of headache. If you just come up with a cool name and then you file it and you pay the $500 or $600, whatever it is for your lawyer or your service to get you a trademark, and you haven't done a trademark availability search, it can take you 6 to 7 months just to get results back to say, hey, that trademark is unavailable or you cannot trademark that name. So put in the time up front, hire a lawyer, do a trademark availability search, and that will definitely save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. Because unfortunately, it does take a lot more time to trademark a company than it does to copyright a photo or a listing or a title, etc. All right, so I hope that helps you guys out. And if you found any value in this video, please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you checking this video out. Smash that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and make sure that you're following me online on Instagram at official Joshua Crisp. And I'll see you in the next video.